Virginia Creeper. I just had a funny thought. I'm not going to follow through with it because it'd be just as inconvenient for me as for the city. I was thinking, wouldn't it be funny if every time they send me a citation for the pile, I'd move it from yard to yard, and I'd just make it messier every time. Messier and uglier every time. Maybe they'd take the hint that, like, they should leave me the fuck alone. The even funnier thing about this whole situation is that we'd actually like these to be one lot. But there's a big bureaucratic process you have to go through with the city to get them, maybe the county, to get them replatted into one lot. And if they were replatted into one lot, then someone would inspect the whole lot at once. And if they found a brush pile, they wouldn't, let go until that brush pile is gone. But because that's difficult, we haven't done it yet, and so it's 2 lots. Dog. Dog, dog, dog. Dog, 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 dog. Dog, dog. Fancy looking mushrooms there. We have a neighbor who's into mushrooms. Probably tell me what those are and whether they're edible. But I don't actually eat any mushrooms, so doesn't matter. Oh my god, dog. Dog, dog, dog. It's coming down the alley, dog. Is it the city? Is it the city, dog? Well, there we go. There's half an hour of my life I'll never get back. Now, there was one other problem, Virginia Creeper. There was one other problem that the city had with the yard. See, I had a really clever idea. Governments hate it when you have clever ideas, especially people like Ken Mansley. They want to be the people who have all this clever ideas and nobody else can be smart. So my clever idea was, once we uncovered this random patio buried in our backyard, and I didn't want to uncover all of it all at once because that's a lot of work, but I didn't want weeds to start growing up between the cracks that I'd then have to deal with, so I took this old carpet that we had got for going to Burning Man and ended up not using because it had all this old glue flaking off of it, which I warned my wife about, but she didn't know what I was talking about, I guess. So then I picked it up anyway, and then she didn't like it. And so anyway, we had this old carpet laying around in the front, on the porch, and I was like, well, that's kind of crappy and annoying, and so is having to take care of this thing, this patio. So tell you what, I'm going to put the carpet on top of the patio. And there it is. Here it is, a patio covered with a carpet. One of my most brilliant ideas. So he doesn't like it. They want me to do something about the carpet and debris, which is the rocks holding down the carpet. Not that it really needs holding down. I just needed a place to put the rocks. I thought, why not hold it down? So I could get rid of the debris quite easily without it messing up my scheme. But they also want me to get rid of the carpet, which completely ruins my scheme. And now it's covered in dirt, so I should probably just throw it away. Certainly not going to be able to put it back on the porch. I don't know what the fuck I'm going to do with the carpet. It's potentially useful, but only potentially useful as long as the city allows me to use it for something, anything. So we'll be moving the rocks next door. Haven't found a really convenient place for them, but rocks are useful. They're heavy. They hold things down. The problem is that wherever you put them, weeds grow up amongst them, and you can't mow over them. You have to get out your string trimmer, which is annoying. Let's see what's under this carpet. Last time I picked it up, there were a lot of ants. I would much rather not deal with a lot of ants, but it appears I have. Yeah, it's wet under there. It rained yesterday. There are bugs. I'd rather not deal with the bugs, but it looks like, at least to start with, I'm going to have to do this by hand. Now, I hope that by debris they don't mean this. This is a patio. It's not in very good shape, but it is a patio. It's not just debris. Some of it's made of marble. They'd like maybe to dig it up and use that marble for some point. I have no clue why it's made of marble. I think there are rules somewhere. I could probably find them if I did a bunch of research, which is of course more of my time I'll never get back. That will tell me what the fuck to do with carpet if I want the city to take it away. Probably I could just roll it up and leave it sitting back there. Maybe. I don't know. Probably just put it in the dumpster. You know, if I'm lucky I'll never see it again. But the dumpster's still full of wood. I didn't sit it out last weekend because I knew inspectors would be in the neighborhood, and for all I knew that some of them were trash inspectors. So I figured I'd wait till things settle down before I try and get rid of any of the stuff that I generated, just trying to keep the city happy. The one thing we could use this carpet for, maybe without getting in trouble, who knows, is covering up the garden in the spring so that the weeds don't come up. Because that's the same thing we were using it for here, but it's there temporarily. We'll be moving it. The chances that it will be there twice in a row when they come by is very low. And if it is and they ding us for it, then we roll it up and put it away because it's not that important to keep the weeds down. It just empties. then I gotta hide it somewhere. I'm gonna hide it as close as possible to here. Seriously, I mean, if they don't notice that pile over there, the chances they're gonna notice the carpet if it's right here, pretty low. There we go. I put the carpet somewhere. All right, City of Minneapolis, are you happy yet? Oh, that's right, I forgot. I was going to show you what happened to, well, I pulled up all of those weeds before, all of the thistles and stuff. So that's here, and if you go back and check the other video, you'll be able to see this. Over here used to be this nice, pretty great pine. Growing up along here made a nice canopy, made this a nice shady spot. We used to hang a hammock between this tree and that tree, and we could lie in it in relative seclusion, and the neighbors have cut that grapevine down. Grapevine that for 5 years has not bothered them at all, until now. I don't blame them, I blame the city.